Hello and welcome to the tour of the winter chicken house. It is December 31st, 2011. We're here at Greenshire Farms, one of the two main buildings. This is the main house building. And we've got the chicken shack, let's call it, up against the house. And we've got a variety of passive and active heat things going on here to help heat these chickens up over the winter, keep them warm and dry out of the wind. Basically what you're looking at on the left there, my handy pointer, is an unheated greenhouse structure. 2 layers of polyplastic stuff going on there. The idea is with the 2 layers that you trap air in between and it heats up and stores there, and also the 2 layers, having 2 layers as opposed to 1 creates better insulation against wind and against heat loss in general. At the base of the greenhouse we have a double stack of hay bales. Again, that blocks wind and keeps heat in and cold out, as well as the snow that surrounds it. Over here we've got a compost bin. Well, it's not really a bin. It's a pile that's surrounded by hay bales. I tried to make it 4 feet by 4 feet, which is the minimum of what I read of having an efficient sized compost pile. It's not really a hot compost yet. It did heat up for a while, but then it stopped. I'm not sure. I'm kind of new to the composting game, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been adding urine, I've been adding coffee grounds. I think what I really need to do is stir it up. It's definitely moist. It's definitely got a lot of carbon. It maybe doesn't have enough nitrogen in the mix to get it going hot. So let's just pause here at the door, and just before I go in, hopefully I don't get attacked by chickens, but basically they have this this greenhouse that they can go into, and then there's a small entranceway into the underhang of this extension on the house. Basically, I'll come to the side here. The basement ends off about here, and then so they have about a 3.5 foot wide section underneath. Well, I guess it's only about 3 feet because we've cut it off here with a chicken wire fence. I checked my digital thermometer, and it's about 1.8 or 2 degrees Celsius outside, and I have a thermometer in here, so we'll see what the difference is. Usually it's anywhere from 2 degrees warmer to 10 degrees warmer. That's Celsius in here. I'm Canadian, so I don't really know the Fahrenheit deal. It's roughly, Fahrenheit I think is like twice as high a number as Celsius on average. Maybe I'm totally wrong with that. Anyways, sorry, I'm just keeping one of the girls at bay with this stick. I just need to wave it and they tend to stay out of the way. So before we hit up a tour, let's see what we got temperature wise. On the left there, it's reading about 9 degrees Celsius. So yeah, 7 degree difference. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Alright, let's pan around. They have what I thought would be their sleeping area right here. It's a skid or pallet raised up on cinder blocks with a lot of leaves and hay stuffed in there for insulation. Up against the wall, I've also put in hay to insulate a little bit. And on the other side of the plastic wall, there's also hay and snow piled in there to further insulate from heat loss. There is the grain feed that we have constantly full for them, so that they can eat whenever they like, so they can keep their body heat through digestion going. We've got another pallet up against the wall here. I'm going to use my handy pointer. That's stuffed with hay loosely so that air gets trapped in there and hopefully heats up. Over here, the chickens have a little area that they climb into, and sometimes they chill out there, sometimes they lay eggs. One of the chickens is picking at my feet right now, so I'm a bit distracted. Yeah, we found some eggs in there recently. See some feathers, some poop. Over here we have some thick sticks that we've propped up, and they use that as a roost. They also use this skid and this skid here as roosts as well. They also climb up on these, that's a water barrel, a 50-gallon water barrel. Here's a composter with worm compost going on. We've stuffed hay and leaves in here so that they can nest. They're laying eggs under here, and these piles of leaves and these water barrels and composters, they also act as insulators, and they give off heat while the water gives off heat. The composter is kind of a cold compost, but it was hot at one time, but again, like the other pile, it cooled down. I don't really know what I'm doing with composters. On top of this one water barrel, they've got a wooden platform that they like to hang out on. I've got a broken patio stone here, which absorbs the sun rays and stores the heat from that. It also keeps this board from flying around. And over in this corner, we've got a little staircase of logs and a piece of cedar there and some leaves that they can use to kind of get some height to be able to jump onto the stone here. I'm not even sure that they need it, but I figure that different vertical heights and different types of material and surfaces kind of keeps it a little more interesting for the chickens. I would hate to be stuck in just a flat box for a whole winter. So at least this maybe keeps it a little interesting. And I think it does. I think it works out that way. Over here we have one of their water troughs. These are pretty handy, but obviously in winter it's going to freeze. It's +2 right now. Oh, there's not even, yeah, it's just empty. I guess they gave up on that because it kept freezing. But let's check out the other area. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stick the camera through, but either way, this is the entrance into the underhang of the house. There's one of the girls right there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get a good angle there, so I'm going to pause, and when we come back, we will check out the other side of the greenhouse.